I bought the house in 1989. So it's been over 30 years that I've lived here. And I've always tried to comply with water restrictions. I'm not known for my obedience to rules and regulations, but it sounded like the right thing to do.
Mary's right. Lawn and garden water restrictions are not new in this region. For the past century, regional management of water supply and demand has meant that water is available even during times of drought or increased usage. That's important because even in our region, water supply is not limitless.
There is evidence in our archives that there were sprinkling regulations in place in certain parts of the region as early as the 1930s.
Also, this Greater Vancouver Water District report shows that by 1961, watering restrictions had spread to most of the region's municipalities. In addition to those restrictions, the cooperation of local residents has helped control water demand over the years.
That becomes a really important factor in the summertime because that's when we see the drinking water demand spike by as much as 50% over typical winter demand. So that's really when it's important for us to manage the drinking water supply.
In the summertime, the runoff into the lakes and streams slows down. This too is a period of maximum demand by the water user, who is anxious to maintain the beauty of his flowers and lawns and the growth of his vegetable garden.
Yep, we're back to lawns again. This 1961 Greater Vancouver Water District report shows that even back then, summertime peak flow days saw much higher water demand, due largely to keeping lawns green. That's still true today. On our peak flow days, almost 40% of our increased water use in the summer goes towards lawns. Many decades of infrastructure planning and water restrictions have helped our water system keep up with demand. But summer weather hasn't been the only factor driving regional water demand over the years. This 1966 documentary, produced by the Greater Vancouver Water District, spells it out.
Larger dams were built and storage areas increased. But without pause, municipal and civic development continued, imposing an ever-increasing demand for water on the Greater Vancouver Water District's administration.
We are seeing the population growth increase recently, and all those people are of course going to want to have a clean source of high-quality drinking water.
In fact, our region's population has grown by nearly 900,000 people since 1998. But our per capita water use declined over those years, so that's good news. The not so good news is, our water consumption is higher than comparable Pacific Northwest cities, which means we can and should improve our conservation efforts. So let's keep allowing our lawns to turn a beautiful shade of brown during the summer. And let's celebrate the fact that for 100 years, responsible residents have helped the region conserve our most vital resource.
I know I'm doing my part. I know I'm doing what is the best thing for the planet and for the community, and I'm going to do it because it's consistent with my standards.